Okay, so Jerry asked about being able to trigger intros and endings on the SD-90 from a remote source such as an iPad. So I'm going to use, again, Forscore here to sort of demonstrate this. So what I've done is I've created 3 buttons here in Forscore. And each of these 3 buttons, when you hit them on the screen on the iPad, it'll trigger an intro to run if the style isn't running at the time, or if the style is running, hitting that same button will trigger the ending to fire. Button 1 is for intro ending 1, button 2 is for intro ending 2, and button 3 is for intro and ending 3. So I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to hit the first button on the left, which is intro 1, and you should see intro 1 start in before the style kicks in. Okay, now I'm going to hit the same button again, and that should trigger the ending. Okay, now I'm going to hit button 2 on the screen. And I'm going to hit button 2 again, and that should trigger the ending, second ending. And then I'm going to hit button 3, which should trigger intro 3. It's a 4-bar intro. Okay, and now I can go ahead and I can trigger ending 3 by hitting it again. And of course you can do them in any order. I could start with intro 1 and finish with ending 3 and so on. So I'll show you what the hex code is for that. So I'll go ahead and pop this up and hold it for a minute here, and you can write that down if anyone is interested. Jerry, I presume you would be. So that's for intro 1 or ending 1. Let me go ahead and do the second one. There's the code for the second one. Okay, and let me go ahead and pop up the third one, and there's the code for the third one. Okay, don't forget that in your filter setting on your MIDI section, you have to make sure that the tabs box is not checked. Let me show you that real quick. So if we go into MIDI, Keyboard Arranger, Receive, Filter, most of you will have this yellow, this tabs button yellow. You have to make sure that that's not checked. Tabs represents button pushes that you would make on the panel or the surface of the SD-90. So that has to be enabled for these codes to be able to be received and emulate the buttons that you press on the front panel of the SD-90. Okay, hope that helps.